No! Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. In today's video I thought I'd talk a little bit about current events, so you probably all know what I'm referring to, so things that have kind of slowed down pretty much everything around us. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about what I'm doing when it comes to my guinea pigs and whether I'm stocking up or whether we're taking any special precautions. So yeah, let's get into the video. So I'm going to first of all talk a little bit about things that can affect pet care at the moment, and then I'm going to show you how we're stocking up on things and how things work around here. So what you have to keep in mind at the moment is that vets might have reduced opening hours or they might have special precautions in place. So I can tell you my guinea pigs had mites or still have mites. They are being treated for it. By the time we went to the vets, pharmacies, supermarkets, and doctors' offices were still allowed to be open. Obviously, a vet is also a doctor's office, so they were still allowed to be open. They had a lot of different things in place. So for example, probably if something is not really an emergency, you might not get an appointment. Since our current common enemy is very contagious, they might try to limit the amount of people they let into their building. So when it came to us, so mites is obviously, it's not an emergency, you don't have to treat it within like 30 minutes or like within an hour of when you spot it, but it obviously is something you have to treat, otherwise it becomes an emergency. So I was allowed to go there, and there was only one person allowed to enter the building, so while I was in there no one else could enter that building, and once I left someone else could go in. This might also mean that they can schedule fewer people, or just that things take more time, or that they might only see emergencies, so that is definitely something that you have to keep in mind. But also if a vet has to close, you definitely have to keep in mind that you might have to go to a different vet, you might have to drive a longer distance to get help for your pet. So right now is really important, if you notice that something is wrong, that you try to immediately react to it, because there might be some lag between you're deciding to go to the vet and you actually getting an appointment. And something that might be important as well is to call the vet before you go there. Usually you do that with appointments. Call them before you go there and ask them about things, just so that everyone is informed and you just don't jump into your car and drive there. The other thing that you might have to keep in mind is that some people are going really overboard with prepping. So for example, when it comes to hay, some people just order bulk amounts at the moment. But if you're running low on hay, it might be a good idea to order another package a little bit earlier than you usually do, but just one package, not 25, 30 or 100 packages, because at least in my country, I don't think that hay is really going to run out. So the only thing that's happening is that people are completely overwhelmed with the amount of orders they suddenly get. So it's not like the hay is actually running out, it's just that they can't keep up with shipping everything. And then also the people who deliver things might get sick as well, or they might want to take off work. So this might also create a longer period of time that you're waiting for packages to arrive. Definitely, if you're running low on hay, order it before it's totally empty, but don't buy more hay than you really need. It makes it really hard for other people who are running low on hay to also get something. Obviously at this point we cannot really know what's going to happen or how things are going to look, but the supply chain is working and you can get stuff everywhere. It just might take a little bit longer than we're used to, but there's no need to go completely overboard. But that being said, you of course also want to limit the amount of time that you have to go to the supermarket or that you have to go outside in general. So it is a good idea to not go to the supermarket every day or every 3 days. Just go to the supermarket like every 8 or 9 days, for example. And this is a totally made up number. This is not anything that has any proof-based, peer-reviewed scientific background. This is just a totally made up number. So with that, we're entering the second part of the video, and that is, how do we stock up? Do we stay at home? How did our behavior change towards the guinea pigs? So when it comes to stocking up, we're trying to only go to the supermarket every 8 to 9 to 10 days, depending on how well or how evenly we spread out our grocery shopping. So that's what we're trying to do to limit the exposure. At the same time, we don't go shopping with a car, we walk there. So obviously everything we buy we have to carry. So that kind of limits the amount of time we can shop for as well. So the guinea pigs get about 20% of their body weight in veggies. So that is about a kilo that I feed every night. So obviously we always need a lot of veggies. The good news, at least in my country, is that people don't seem to be stocking up on veggies. They all go for the non-perishable foods. So I don't think there is a vegetable shortage at the moment, and also not one that is coming in the next couple of weeks. So that reduces a lot of stress for us, that we know that the guinea pigs are definitely taken care of. What I always get is a big bulk of carrots, because that is something that you can also cook with. That is something that we can share with the guinea pigs. Talking about sharing food with the guinea pigs, I bought like 5 kilos of apple in the supermarket because they were on sale, and I cut some of them up to eat them. Nugget was up there and I wanted her to bite off a tiny piece and then share it with all of the other guinea pigs, and Nugget just snatched it from my hand. And then Lulu came up and stole it from Nugget, and now these two have the apple up there. Nugget just completely snatched it from my hand, like I didn't have a chance. I thought I could hold on to it and feed Nugget a tiny bit, but she snatched it. Nugget! No! This time I'm holding on. Nugget, you're really an apple snatcher. And I always stock up on cucumbers, and especially fennel. Fennel is really, really awesome if you can get your hands on it, because it has a lot of calories, so it fills the guinea pigs up. It is very stomach friendly, so especially if your guinea pigs tend to get bloaty very often, fennel is super stomach friendly, and it also seems to taste really good. The guinea pigs really like it, especially the part on the inside. They really like that, and also the fennel green. And also I feel like not that many people cook with fennel, so it's usually always available in the supermarket. The guinea pigs eat half a fennel every night. So like 4 fennels will last us 8 days, and they don't take up that much space in the fridge. And I also have a bunch of different lettuces and bell pepper, because the guinea pigs cannot produce their own vitamin C, and bell pepper is one of the vitamin C dense vegetables, and it's also very easy to get in the supermarket. So we always have enough of these vegetables. So lettuce, fennel, carrot, bell pepper and cucumber are kind of like the stock things that we have. We have enough food for 8 to 9 days, and the guinea pigs still get a variety of food. And then we also have some veggies that we use for cooking, such as tomato, for example, that the guinea pigs can have once a week, so that the guinea pigs have a little bit of a variety as well, even though we don't go to the supermarket as often. And then when it comes to bedding and hay, I ordered a new package of bedding because we were running low on ours, and I was kind of scared that it would take a long time to get delivered. So I got a huge package of bedding that I would probably have ordered a little bit later than I did now. And then we also have about a quarter left of our hay, and usually I would have waited another 2 weeks or 1.5 weeks before I reordered a new package of hay. But since I don't really know how long it takes at the moment, I decided to place an order a little bit sooner than I would usually have. So now we have a full package in the plastic box that we have outside. So the full package is protected from sun and rain and everything. And then we have the 30% full package on top of that. That's where we're taking out the hay first, because there's not that much hay in there. So it doesn't matter if the outside gets a little bit wet, because we're probably only going to have that package for another 5 to 7 days, and then we can throw that out anyway. So as you can see, we kind of stocked up on things, but we didn't really go overboard with ordering things so that other people couldn't get anything anymore. So the fresh hay package is probably going to last us for 2 months. We can work from home, so we both have jobs that can also be done remotely. So we're both at home and pretty much only leave the house to go to the supermarket. And when it comes to your guinea pigs, just follow the things that pretty much everyone recommends. So always wash your hands, try to limit the exposure as much as possible, stay at home, don't go outside, don't meet up with lots of people, or just don't meet up with anyone outside of the people living with you. And if you follow these rules, I don't think there is much that you can do in your interaction with the guinea pigs. Maybe wash their veggies a little bit better than you usually do, but don't spray disinfectant on the veggies because there's usually a lot of alcohol in that. And I don't really know what it would do to a guinea pig's stomach, but I don't think it would be that good. So don't try to use any sort of hand sanitizer on your guinea pig's food, and always wash your hands. And I think this is pretty much the only thing you can do in regards to interacting with your guinea pigs. Obviously, just regular cold advice: don't sneeze on your guinea pigs, like don't necessarily touch them if you have just sneezed into your hand. But I feel like that also kind of falls into the wash your hand category. And if you are sick, don't cuddle your guinea pigs, don't press your face into their face, just keep a little bit of distance. The dog in Hong Kong who tested positive for the current situation didn't really have any symptoms, so it's not really that clear whether he got it or not, but he definitely didn't really get sick from it. In any case, we don't really know for sure whether animals cannot get it from humans, but so far it suggests that it doesn't seem to be that likely that you're going to infect your guinea pigs. So this was a little bit of information, what we're doing right now, how we're stocking up on things for the guinea pigs, and some tips to interact with your guinea pig. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you guys next time. Bye!